Welcome into the UK Sports Network downtown studios. Will Stein joining us for the first interview that he has done since having the spring game. I'm sure you've had a chance to look at the film. Now that you have, what are your takeaways from that?
Yeah, Keith, I really liked how our guys played with energy and effort. Some stuff to clean up like always in a spring scrimmage. But again, I was really proud of the effort, the intensity. I love seeing Big Blue Nation out there. Packed house for what we could, considering the stadium renovation going on. But nonetheless, it was a really good day.
I have to be honest. I spent about 75% of the spring game watching the Big Blue Wall. I don't know why. I needed to see those guys in action. I wanted to see them up close and personal. The Big Blue Wall is Big Blue Walling. What stood out to you about the O-line?
Well, again, you mentioned big. It's a large group of human beings up there. Again, I love their intensity. I love their focus. I love the way they work as one. I think Cutter Leftwich is doing an amazing job coaching that unit. And to me, their best days are to come when we really get a first unit out there come fall camp and into the season. I'm excited about that group.
I'm sure everybody that came out to watch the game was really, if they weren't keeping an eye on the Big Blue Wall, they were looking at Kenny Minchie, right? I mean, everybody's always curious about the quarterback. What did you see from him that you were pleased with?
Well, I like his command. I love how he gets in the huddle and can get everybody's eyes on him, be clear, concise, and confident in the huddle procedure. He's still got to clean some stuff up, which I know he would want to, but that was his first real time in front of our fans. And to be in that moment for him, I think, was big. So a lot of learning lessons that come from the tape. But I did think you saw his accuracy, his ability to get outside the pocket and create. And just proud of him throughout the entirety of the spring practices and how much better he got.
You spoke recently about the depth in that room. I have to imagine this is a tough era to recruit a backup quarterback in. And everyone knows you had to go out there and find a new starting quarterback, but you had to find some other guys for that room too. What did you see from the other quarterbacks you got to put out there this spring?
Well, Brennan was here on the roster prior. He's a son of a coach, really big live arm, and he got better from January up until now. I think there's leaps and bounds in terms of his improvement. Can really stretch the ball down the field, and he's feeling more comfortable into our system. And then Ja'Kai Long, he's another athletic quarterback. He can run, he can throw, and I was really proud of his improvement as well.
Spring football over. What's that next step that you take before things begin in September, or when they come in to get ready for September?
Really onto our phase 3. Guys are going to be working out over the next week and a half, start finals. Our coaches are going to be on the road recruiting, really focusing in on the 27 class to finalize those spots, project some 28s as well, which is crazy. We're already on to that next step as well. And then bleed it into our summer strength and conditioning program here in June and July.
You bring up the recruiting classes. I have to imagine it's a little different this time than your first recruiting class here when you got this job on National Signing Day. You have a little more time. You have a longer window
Maggie,
to work with. How is that changing how you approach
this class? A lot more
time.
We had about 12 hours for the first class. And honestly, was really proud of those guys who, said, it doesn't matter who the coach is right now. I believe in Kentucky. I believe in this university, getting a degree from here. So proud of those guys and what they're able to do this spring for us. But yes, it is nice to have a nice full recruiting cycle with this next group to really learn them, know their character, know their people and their lives that matter, and then watch them grow as football players.
And then you talked about the emotion of it being out there. What hit you most as you did run out on the field for the first time?
I think, just being in the stands in what was known as Commonwealth Stadium when I was growing up, and now Kroger Field, from a fan's perspective, just how the fight song really hits me, knowing that from the time I was honestly born up until now, and to run out of that tunnel, which I never got the opportunity to as a player, but now as the head coach of Kentucky, it was incredible. My family was standing right there to the side as we ran out and saw my kids and my wife. So it was a lot of emotions going on. I wasn't expecting that reaction from myself, but it was just a cool moment with myself, which you don't get to experience that a lot, just the personal touch that happens. So that was cool.
Yeah. You bring up your family, of course. We saw them at the spring game. They've been here now a couple of months. You told us day one your son's favorite color is blue. How are the kids settling into Lexington, and how are they liking their dad being the new head coach?
It's still blue, which is good. He didn't change colors on me, so we're consistent there. But they're doing great. My wife, Darby, she's a rock star. She's, holding down the fort at home and getting furniture in. I'm realizing it takes 10 weeks to get furniture. I'm like, okay, I'm still sitting on the same chair, but you know what? That's part of the process. So we're settling in great, and the community, everybody in Lexington has just been so welcoming, and it's nice to have my family close by that they can come over here just in a snap and be a part of my kids' lives.
Coach, thanks so much. Appreciate it. And good luck in the off season. I know there isn't one, but good luck with it all. We talked a lot of offense, but there's a lot of hype around Kentucky's defense, led by Jay Bateman, and for good reason. Last season, Bateman's Texas A&M defense ranked first in the country in sack rate at over 10%, something that was absent from the Wildcats defense just a year ago. For returners like senior safety Ty Bryant, Bateman's defense provides unique opportunities to expand his game, maybe even get that elusive first sack.
I have not got a sack yet in my collegiate career. In high school, it took me to my senior year to get a sack too, but I'm hoping to come away with a few sacks this year. So that's exactly what I'm happy about. When in the linebacker room, though, I'm proud of them. Like I said, they're light years from where we first started spring ball day one, and obviously, I don't think anyone on the defense is there yet, but they've definitely taken a few steps up. And it's just a maturity thing. At the end of the day, they're all young, but when you step on that field on Saturday, there is no young and old. It's, we're playing college football. So, yeah, they just got to mature a little bit more.
Ty Bryant, speaking like a senior, I love it. He really broke out last season, his junior year, when he led the SEC with 4 interceptions. But he said part of the reason he wanted to come back, other than just to keep playing for his hometown school, well, he also wants to show he can thrive in multiple defensive schemes. As for the unit as a whole, he feels supremely confident the Wildcats can keep wrecking havoc this fall.
We're going to be really good. Well, I've been knowing that, but, it kind of today just confirmed it. And I don't know, something that I learned today. I wouldn't even say I really learned too much. It's just a lot of things were just confirmed. We got a really great offense that can move the ball down the field. We got a defense that bend don't break defense, and we're going to keep people out the end zone. We got a great fan base, obviously. We had a lot of people show up today, and it was supposed to rain. They knew that, and they still showed up for us. So that was amazing. But yeah.
Well, you heard Ty Bryant say he was looking for his first career sack. Here's a guy who expects to be in the backfield quite a bit. McKee's Humphrey Grace. Bateman flew straight from college football's playoffs when he coached with Texas A&M to Cincinnati to make sure Grace came back to Lexington. Stein has called him an NFL guy, and Menchie has had to deal with the pressure that Grace brings all spring.
He's really good. I think he might have got me today once or twice, but he's a really good player. And obviously, while you're on the field, you're not really thinking about, who do they have on defense. But it definitely shows up on film. And after the first few practices, whenever we were hitting and actually, guys were fitting the box and trying to tackle and stuff, he shows up. He's a really good player. We have a lot of really good defensive line.